The President just came out with his 2021 budget proposal, which includes the Department of Defense and the Air Force. In his proposal, he has a reduction in bombers by about 17, B-1 bombers specifically. Now, the history of this is over the last year or so, there have been major safety, mechanical, and structural issues with the B-1 bomber. So the Air Force has been conducting a conditions review and analysis on how much it would cost, what are the structural issues, and sort of the game plan going forward. Based on those analyses and that review, they've come up with the number 17, and they've said that A, it would compromise our mission, B, it would compromise the safety of our airmen. So I would tell you that some sort of backdrop and the driving force behind the structural problems are the fact that, number one, 80% of the bomber fleet of the B-1s have been flown beyond their certified life cycle. Number two, they've been overflown recently. The B-1 is a critical component of our air arsenal. They've been used in the fight against terror. They've been used to deter North Korea, among other of our adversaries. And because they've been overflown and because they've been flown in a way that really stresses the plane, they have some structural integrity issues. And so for me, representing the big country in Dias, I want to lay eyes on this conditions report. I'm going to do my own due diligence. I've been talking with the senior leadership of the Air Force and the Secretary of the Air Force about these concerns. I think they're legitimate concerns. I think we need to put the safety of the airmen and the integrity of our defense missions first. But there are lots of ways to reprogram and reprioritize resources. And I don't know if that number 17 should be 17, should be 7. That's something that I'm committed to do with the White House and with senior officials at the Pentagon and at the Air Force. But the good news is that the natural life cycle of the B-1 is to be wound down as we ramp up the B-21. This is the good news. The B-21 is the future. The B-21 is the most lethal, the most capable bomber in the world, and we need to be accelerating the drawdown and launching of the B-21 as we wind down the life of the B-1. And it's important that we maintain some capacity to get from here to there. And the Air Force has reiterated that they are committed to Dias as the B-21 bomber base, operational testing facility, weapons school. They are committed to the B-1. They're committed to Dias, and they're committed to the least disruption on the base operations and personnel possible. So we'll be working hand in hand to go over these details in the future, but I wanted to report to my friends in the big country and community of Abilene and at Dias that this is something that we've been talking through with the Air Force for some time. And again, the future's bright for the B-21 flying out of Dias in the big country, and we need to make sure we have the least disruption to the base and the capacity to get from here to there while ensuring that our airmen are safe and ensuring that we have the strongest aircraft and air arsenal for the defense of our nation as a whole. So thank you for letting me report to you on the President's budget proposal as I work with the administration and my colleagues in Congress to come up with the final budget, which Congress will establish because we have the power of the purse. I will report back at that time. Thank you. God bless and go West Texas.